Hi and good morning everyone, welcome. It is a sunny Saturday today and it is the last Saturday of the year. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve and then we move on to 2024. I am here today with my last flip through of the year of this book that I fondly called Ingeborg. Ingeborg is a traditional, quite old Swedish name, and this book is made out of a repurposed book, of course, from 1918. That was about religious texts, and it concerned the First World War, which ended then. And I made it into a beautiful junk journal. Let's see how big it is. It is 6 inches by 8 3/4, and it has a about 1 inch spine. It is a hidden hollow back spine, and it is sewn in with a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. It is held together with this silk ribbon, and it has a Tim Holtz key on it. It says found. I'm having trouble finding genuine old keys, so I used the Tim Holtz ones. And this is just folded over and quite grungy, and you can use it to close the book. The book itself is a bit worn and torn, but as you can see, it has an image on the front with a book and some other things. And I haven't done anything to the front cover. I left it up to the new owner. The spine is so beautiful with this pattern on it, and I also put down an image of this lady. And it is held down by glue and brads. On the back, it was quite stained, and here was a big stain, and someone put a price tag on it that left an ugly mark, but I put a label above it. And this is not a Tim Holtz label, it's something else. I can't remember. Anyway, it has a total of 216 pages. So it has 9 signatures. Let me show you the profile again. I'm quite pleased with that. And let's start the flip through. This is the genuine old end papers. I have left them. I have not put in any new pen papers. I just glued the text block in, and then I put a piece of lace here to make a pocket. And in the pocket I have put a little tag that you can journal on the back. These 2 ladies are fussy cut out of a book about fashion history that I have, and makes it a bit more interesting, I think. And those are about 1910, 1920 something. As I said, it was published in 1918, and it was a tiny tear there, so I reinforced it with some faux cellophane tape that I made myself. This is the original first page of the book, I forgot to say that. I have some tea-dyed paper, of course. This is a page out of 1900. It's an old German book published in 1900, and I wrote the date in pencil down there so that you can know that. And if you don't like it, you can erase it. There's some ledger. Here is a piece of music paper that was torn, and I glued some tea-dye paper to it to extend the page. This is a page out of a book about old masters' paintings, and I have reinforced it top and bottom with some faux cellophane tape. That's the rest of the music paper and the ledger. As you see, there is tons and tons of writing space as usual, but I have gone all in with the decorations in this one. I had to stop myself. Walk away from the book, Anna. Walk away from the book. But as you can see, there's lots and lots of space for you to use. Here is a small pocket one that I usually make. It's made out of an index card and some fussy cuts and a little genuine ticket and a calendar from 1918, which was the year that the book was published. And up here there's a small collage to tie the page together. And inside the page there is this little image of those two kids. You can join on the back, and then there is a piece of tea-dyed paper that I punched the edges on to make it a bit more interesting. You can journal on that as well. On this page I covered the text from the book. This is the page from the original book, and I covered it with tea-dye onion skin paper. And up here is a small collage with a piece of a old postcard, a stamp, and a little Tim Holtz word snippet. And let's see, more tea-dye paper, pages from the original book. This is a page from a book about vintage coins, and it's from 1815. Some lined paper that I found thrifting that is nice and yellowed. This is a page from an old dictionary. And let's see, it's a Swedish German, is it, 1940. This is a page that I extended with some lined paper. Put a little label up there for tab, and here is another. Rest of the page is from the book about vintage art. And I folded it over and made it into a little pocket that I decorated. This is actually some Stamperia fussy cuts. I thought it was cute, and inside is a small journaling card I made with this lady on and some lace and a sewn around it. More coins, more pages from the original book. I love those little etchings on the top there. Makes the book look a bit more interesting. And on this side there is a small flip out with a dog. You know I love dogs. And another one on the back. And I covered the text with some lined paper, notebook paper, so that you can journal on the back there. And I have some more tea-dye paper and pages from the original book and tea-dye paper. This is a very old book page from 1835, and it is some kind of rag paper. Here is some tea-dyed bullet journal paper, some lined paper, and those are pages from a book about Nordic flowers, Nordisk flora, flowers in the north. So here is a small, almost Franken page. I have glued a big envelope to the lined paper and made it into a pocket. And inside the pocket is a tag that I made with some collaging, Tim Holtz, and a little label, and some decoupage. And you can journal on the back if you like. And here I just clipped a small image, and this is actually the artist Jenny Nyström, which painted many of the Santa images I used in my Christmas books. And this is a small Tim Holtz paper clip. And I'll just clip it on there. Here's the back of the old rag paper. I believe that was a kind of a course book for doctors or something. This is also a page from the original book, and here I clipped with another Tim Holtz clip. This is a small journaling card that folds over the page, and it has a image of a lady and a bit of washi tape. Excuse me. I'm still not well from the cold. Can you believe it? I have been having cold now, or flu, for a month. More tea-dye paper and pages from the original book. And here is another page with some pansies on it, and I glued it to some sari silk and made it into a flip. And I covered the text there with some bullet journal paper so you can journal, and you can also journal here. And there is a small Victorian bookmark with a little kid's face in the pansy. So I thought that was quite cute. Here is an envelope, and inside the envelope is an image from a book Victorian dress. And this is a picture of an outing of the Hamburg's Artists Club, May 1843. And I thought it was quite fun, so I made it into a journaling card and put it in here. Here is some craft paper. This is a page out of an old religious book from 1806, and I love the rag paper and the font on that. Quite cool. Some lined on one side craft paper, and this is a page that I received in Happy Mail, so I don't know how old it is, but I hinged it to this piece of craft paper. And as you can see, there is a tab here on the craft paper, and it folds out, so you have a big journaling space. And there is a small fleur de lis. This is a page from the old book, the original book, and it has the dedication on it. Ingeborg Sandberg, that's why I call the book Ingeborg. And it says the World War started June 1914 and ended December 1918. So this was actually published during the First World War, and the book is bought 1919. And I thought that was interesting. And on the back there is a little pocket, and inside the pocket there is this journaling card that I made with another scan of a genuine cabinet card that I own, and there is some labels on it on a tab, and you can journal on the back. And this edge here is reinforced with some Tim Holtz washi tape. More pages from the original book, a little Tim Holtz ephemera piece there for interest that sticks out a bit out of the edge, and some tea-dyed paper, and more pages from the original book. There is one folio in each signature. And here on this side there is an image of these cool mushrooms, and that flips out, and it's a pocket. And that pocket has a bit of collage on it, and inside is this lovely image of a flower cellar that you can journal on the back. And that's the Fossecut Burden label. And I reinforced it with some washi tape. And this washi tape is so beautiful, I think. It is from a Swedish shop on Etsy that is called Bujo Stickers shop. And I buy lots of my stickers from my bullet journal there, and calendars and stuff. And she also started making washi tape, and it's amazing, many vintage styles. So I bought some from her. This is not in any way sponsored, but I want to show you. Look at this washi tape. Isn't it amazing? Quite nice, I think. Here's a small German dictionary. More notebook paper that is nice and yellowed. Pages from a phone book. Here's pages from a book I own that is very many different typed pages I like. Here's some Tim Holtz paper dolls sitting watching you. And back of the phone book, reinforced with some washi tape there, lined paper. And here on this German page is my first attempt to use what's it called, texture paste, and I went over it with some distress ink and did the stamping. Not perfect, but quite cute, I think. Makes the page look more interesting. I will definitely do that again. Here on this page of the original book, I did a little collage with some Tim Holtz things and a piece of the original fly leaves of the book, and that sticks out a bit there. More tea-dyed paper, pages from the original book, covered it with tea-dyed onion skin paper and a small fussy cut there. No, it's a Tim Holtz ephemera thingy. More ledger. And this is a page of an old diary. It's folded in half. This is a page from a book from 1895 that is about, oh, I forgot. Anyway, it's a page of with a photo of the Westminster Abbey in London from 1895. Here's another hinged page. This here I used some scrapbooking paper and craft paper, and this is a page that I also received in half mail, a French page. Lovely writing. And this is the back of the Westminster Abbey. I can't remember where I got that. So sorry. That's the rest of the diary, and I glue down some little image cornflower, and you can journal on there. Just wanted to make it a bit bigger. Some more ledger, page from the original book, and this is a small, not small, hint pocket floating, and I put it down with some Tim Holtz washi tape, fabric tape, and I love the paper here in this paper bag, and inside is a label, not a label, a tag. I showed you those in a video a while back. It's made out of scraps of Tim Holtz paper and some eyelet. I put down some baker's twine in it. More tea-dyed paper and papers from the original book. Here's just some Tim Holtz ephemera. I'm trying to use up all my stuff. If you wonder why there's so much. Here is a, let's see, this is a piece of scrapbooking paper, little image there, and this is an envelope that I stuck to it, and I reinforced it with some tape, washi tape, and this is William Morris style, and inside there is a small tag that I made. This lady, she actually reminds me so much of my grandmother. She's very much like her, so I wanted to put her in here. And this is a page from the 1863 book that I have about the conquering of Mexico, I believe. More lined paper in the middle, lots of writing space here. And here is the back of the envelope, and I actually sewn some pages into it. So this is like a small journaling booklet together with that, and I put it in here for some extra writing space. I thought that was quite cool. And inside the envelope there is actually a library card that I put in there, and I believe it's a genuine one. Suddenly it won't go in like that. And I did a bit of stamping on the back of the envelope, and it's not 100% perfect, but I like it anyway. I like the details of the stamp, all the little uses and so on. Quite nice. It's not easy to stamp such a big stamp, I think. For me it's a bit hard. Some more tea-dyed paper, and here on this page of the original book I put down some more of the end papers that I took off at the edge there, and I folded a Tim Holtz ephemera around it, put an eyelet, and inside the eyelet there hangs a small owl. Quite cute, I think. And that goes. You can take it off if you don't like it, but it's one of my books and it needs an owl, I think. I love owls. Here is a page from the original book, and this is a cut off from a book about the Swedish Kennel Club. And I thought they were so cute, the images, so I made it into a pocket and sewed it. And inside the pocket there is this lovely image of ladies in a library. And I put some washi tape here, and you can join on the back. And this is a page from the original book that I just folded over, so this would have been on the center of a page like that. And it actually says this is the title of the book, En blick på vår tid, a gaze at our time. And I thought it was cool because there's a watch there as well. So that just had to be there. On the back there is a tiny collage with a stern-looking man and some leftovers from some other end papers, I believe, and a little number. And a teeny tiny book about mushrooms, and I put that in there for some interest. This book page is from 1814, and it is a Swedish-French dictionary, and it's in rag paper. Lovely feel to it. I love it. You can actually feel the letters. And here's more ledger, and that flips up, and there is a gentleman hiding, and a little tap there. And here's one of the other, one more of the pages that I received in Happy Mail, and that I hinged to something else. It's a French book about authors, I think. And in the center there is some pages, handwritten pages from a school book that I got in my stash. And down there is two little cute kids. And this is also reinforced with some four cellophane tape, just to make it a bit more stronger, because you're going to flip it so many times. Some tea-dye paper, and more of the ledger, and more of the dictionary. And the mushroom book, and pages from the original book, and tea-dye paper. As you can see, there is kind of a pattern here. Here is one more page from the original book, and I made a small pocket here, and I put this lovely bird on it. And I love that the page number is left down there. This is actually a pocket that I made out of book page that I folded, and I like those pages. I'm all into them now. And inside that page is this small receipt, unused, but I love the yellow color, so I put it in. And then there is a small booklet made of scraps that I put together with a tiny little brad. And I believe I saw this at Gathering Time and Grace. I think this was Lori making this one. I didn't note it down, but I believe it was. And on the back there, I covered it with tea-dyed onion skin paper and a small stamp there for interest. Here's another old vintage paper from 1768. This, I believe, is my oldest page, actually, paper. This is rag paper, and I, once again, love the font, love the crinkliness of it, and it is amazing. This is actually from a law book from 1786. 68. Tea-dye paper. This is pages from a workbook in shorthand. Here's another small interesting book. This is from a psalm book, a Danish psalm book from 1834. I love that paper. More ledger in the center there. That psalm book. Here I just clipped a small journaling booklet card thingy. This is an image of a man and his airplane. And I just glued it down to some book page, actually. I'm using everything. I don't like things going to waste. If there is white on a book page, I keep it to back things with. Tea-dye paper with a small sticker down there, actually. And this is a page from, it's a fly leaf from the book on, the German book on inorganic chemistry that I have. And it was kind of little notes on it and different formulas and things. And I love that kind of stuff when people actually used the books. So I put it in here. And this is the last page, and it's from the original book. And when you flip it over, here is a double pocket. So this is actually, you can make your own photo cards and send to people. And I glued it together, and I put in this little beautiful photo as a tag, and you can journal on the back. And I put some lace on it, and you can take it out and put in something else if you like, or you can keep it. And also it's a journaling spot, hidden journaling spot. It's a small booklet, and here is another pocket that you can journal on the back of that tag that I made. Isn't that cool? I quite like that, the letter strings there. And we have reached the end of the book. As I said, it is full of small collages and fun things. I usually put in everything I like in the book, no rhyme or reason, and it still has tons and tons of journaling space. This book will be available in my Etsy shop, I believe later today, and as always, there is free shipping worldwide, actually. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Make a comment down below what you like about the book, what you think of it. And I will talk to you guys real soon, because now I have over a week holiday. So I have time to make videos if I don't get another cold or something. But you will see more of me soon. Have a great new year, everyone, if I don't talk to you before that. Bye.